So pick either 1, 2, or 3. Hey there, welcome back to the channel. Be sure to subscribe so you'll know when the next video is up. So today we are doing pick a card. So pick either 1, 2, or 3, or you can pick multiple, whichever you feel drawn to. So for pile number 1, this one is the tiger's eye. So if you are attracted to the tiger's eye, that is pile number 1. Number 2 is the amethyst. And number 3 is the rose quartz. So what you like, pile number 1, the tiger's eye, pile 2, the amethyst, or pile 3, the rose quartz. And I will be back with pile number 1, tiger's eye. Okay, so welcome back. If you chose pile number 1, that is the tiger's eye. So let's see what the message is for you. So this is for pile number 1 if you chose the tiger's eye. Okay, so if you chose pile number 1, the first card that came up for you is the heart card. So this lets me know that you're someone that's very caring, someone that has an open heart, and you're someone that is abundant when it comes to showing love, compassion. This is heart-opening and heartwarming movies are good for you. You are just about love, love of life, love of nature, love of people. You just want to see everyone get along. That is just something that is true to you. Just the thought of love brings you joy. Second card that came up is it is never truly the end, beloved, and everything will be okay. So although you are someone that has an open heart and you're someone that's compassionate, you don't necessarily receive what you send out. So you can be very honest and faithful and truthful, and you don't necessarily attract people that give in the same way that you do. You might even have people that cross your boundaries and take advantage, and they take advantage of you because of that good loving nature of your open heart. Now, it does not mean to shut down your heart, but it's just that sometimes people will try to take you for granted. The next card is disappointment is not the end. There is hope even in the darkest of nights. So it lets me know that currently that I feel like that you're going through something that is beyond your control, like something unexpected happened, whether it's a change in finances, it could be a change in your career or your relationship. But I feel like that you give, but you don't necessarily receive what you give out. You could even feel a little heavy-hearted or maybe even a little bit heartbroken. Just trying to figure out how did you find yourself in this place because you're such a good person. Now, I love this next card that came up for you because it is the balance card. And so it lets me know that stability is really good for you. So you tend to go back and forth either one way, really heart-centered, love and light and sunshine and rainbows. And then the other side of it is, you know, why is this happening to me? I don't understand what's going on. I'm such a good person. Why am I struggling the way that I'm struggling? So it's very important that you temper and you balance what's going on with you right now. And then as you balance, it's going to help you feel better. You'll feel less like a victim of things that are happening to you, whether doors are closing, and then you'll see that it's actually a setup for something much better. Now, interestingly enough, the next card that came up for you is the listen card. So this is about listening with your intuition, listening for guidance, knowing that everything is going to be okay. You might be feeling alone at this point where you really can't invest in other people or really let them know what's going on with you, because they may not understand, because they could be so self-absorbed that they really can't hear what you're saying. So just know that, you know, the universe, God, all it is, source, has your back, listening to your prayers, listening to what you're saying at night, listening to the struggle that you're going through. So what's being recommended for you right now is the playfulness. And you might be saying to yourself, how could I possibly play when I feel like that I'm kind of going through a lot and there's some turmoil that's happening? The playfulness actually lightens up the mood, shifts and changes the energy, so that you find yourself more in a solution and an outcome that feels best for you. So if you could have a movie where you're laughing at, or you can go outside, you can play, watch some funny videos, anything that can lighten up your mood will help to shift from feeling very heavy to feeling very light. And that's what that balance is all about. So bringing some playfulness in to help you balance out what you're currently going through. Now we do have a message here. It's the Lemurian seed codes. Embracing sensitivity, uniqueness, living with grace. So give yourself grace. Just know that everything is not perfect, and life are ups and downs, and sometimes you might find yourself in a down cycle. In order to bounce out of that quicker, that is that playfulness. The more you're able to shift your energy and bring it up and have some balance in your life, the faster that you're going to come out of that cycle. Now we do have change, so we know that you're currently within a change within the cycle, and so this is the emotions card. So it's a reminder to not let your emotions get the best of you. We're not talking about spiritual bypassing where you're pretending like everything is sunshine, rainbow, unicorn, and roses. We're not saying that, but it's just allow yourself to process but not be taken over by your emotions where you slip into the woe is me. Make sure that whatever is happening in your life, that you have balance, okay? Because I'm keep being brought back to that card. So let's look at the last two messages that's going to close this out for you. So the first one is stop ruminating over what you did or didn't do. Let it go. So if you find yourself in your head saying, you know, if this just would have happened, then there would have been a different outcome. That does not serve you or do you any type of justice. It just keeps you in that cycle longer. So again, it's balancing, it's recognizing what happened, how you can change for the next time if it comes up again, and then releasing it and letting it go. And then the last card is, no one said this whole life thing was a race. It's okay to slow down. So in the slowing down, give yourself time. Give yourself time to process. Give yourself time to grieve. Give yourself time to breathe, to be able to balance, so that you can come back up on the upswing. So I know that right now you might be in a downward spiral, in the way in order to come up, to get out of that cycle and to come back up again, is through giving yourself grace and find some lighter energies of playfulness that's going to help you to come back up, so that you're not down for so long, okay? And the last thing that I just want to share with you is, you know, don't close off your heart, okay? Because your heart is very important, and the more that is open, you can also receive. So if you chose pile number 1, which is the tiger's eye, this message was for you. Share with me in the comments below. Let me know how this resonated. I would love to know what's happening with you. And be sure to subscribe to the channel so you'll know when the next video is up. Take care. Okay, so welcome back to pile number 2. So if you chose that, that is the amethyst. Let's see what message came in for you. So again, this is for pile number 2. If you chose the amethyst, this is for you. Okay, so if you chose pile number 2, which is the amethyst, let's start with your message. So the first card that came in for you is retreating to recharge, trust in the process, Dharma. So this lets me know that it's okay to trust. So you might feel some control issues. You might have some perfectionism going on. You might need things lined up in a particular way before you feel comfortable or confident. You could also be an overthinker. So it's trusting in the process that everything is going to be okay. It's okay to let go, and it's also okay to accept help. So if people are around you that are saying that they would like to help you, and if you tend to be the one that like the control, it's okay to balance out. Now the next card that came up for you is the destiny. So that really lets me know that you're a hard worker. You might have your nose to the grind, you're go, 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 and you might really prefer being by yourself. You might enjoy working in creativity and doing things on your own more than being with other people. And it's because you just have a different way of life, or you just see things differently. I feel like that you could also be really goal oriented. So it's important that you balance and that you don't overdo it, that you listen to your body, that you recharge, that you trust in the process, and know that you don't have to go at it alone. Now this makes a lot of sense to me because the next card that came up for you is the freedom card. So I know that freedom is really important. So like freedom of your time, your money, what you like to do. You don't like to be held down. You like to play by your own rules. You might even get a little bored easily. And freedom is all about change, and so it makes a lot of sense as to why you're someone that could be go, 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 really pushing towards the goal. And that's why this first card came out of the retreating to recharge, because if you overdo it, it will be very easy for you to burn out. The next card is the listen card. Your inner child has something to say. So that's also letting you know to slow down. So as far as your inner child having something to say, it's more about opening up. It's about having fun. It's relaxing, letting go, playing, really enjoying yourself, because we have a lot of seriousness that's happening up here in the top row, and the inner child is reminding you of the balance, letting go, having fun, so you can really enjoy that freedom that you're craving. I love it how these cards come out. The next card is Get Lost. Fall deep into the realm of imagination. That goes really well with the inner child has something to say. When you think about kids, they have great imaginations, creativity. They could get lost in creation for hours, just doing the most simplest thing and really enjoying themselves. And so this is a way for you to balance, to bring joy into some of that seriousness and the responsibilities that you have. The next card is a message card for you with the feather. So if you've been walking and finding feathers, you're seeing feathers, just know that that's a sign. Your spirit team is delivering messages to you all the time. In order for you to get that guidance, that message, it's about slowing down, having playfulness, the imagination, and the message will help you to get to the freedom that you crave a lot faster. So just knowing that you're not alone and you don't have to do things on your own, that there is a spirit team here to support you. I love this next card because it's the blessings card. So what you've been working on is absolutely, it's going to come to pass. Just know that it's happening. You want to enjoy the process while it's happening. So sometimes we focus on the destination, the outcome. Enjoy the journey, have fun. It's the journey and the destination that really makes up the complete picture. I love this for you because we have the possibilities card. So it's just letting you know that any and everything is possible when you put your mind to it, when you have the imagination. This is something, and when we think about imagination, it could be really grand. It could be something that has not been done before. So you're not someone that's traditional because you definitely like freedom. And so use your imagination, go for it, have a lot of fun. And then notice on the globe, like all of the different countries that are showing up. So knowing that what you do has the potential to reach a lot of people. So let's look at the two messages that came in for you. The first one is you could use some self-care time like now. Schedule it in. How wonderful, because that very first card that we received was the retreating to recharge, trusting in the process. So this is reminding you of self-care. You're doing big work. You're doing lots of work. So your physical body will really need to be pampered in order for you to keep going, because what you're doing is taking a lot of energy. So be sure that you honor yourself with that self-care. And then the last card that came in for you to close out this reading is you're too amazing to follow everyone else. Forge your own path. Well, I think that's something that we did not have to say to you, because you absolutely know this and agree with it, because you are your own person. So you're someone that craves that freedom, that destiny, and I just feel like that you have very big dreams and big vision. So whatever you're doing that's different from everyone else, forge that path. It's not easy when you're the first one. Get that self-care in order to help you so that you can make the difference by forging your own path. Okay, so if you chose the amethyst, that is the message for you for pile number 2. Share with me in the comments below how this resonated for you. If any of this landed, I would love to hear from you. Be sure to subscribe to the channel so that you'll know when the next video is up. Take care. Okay, so welcome back. If you chose pile number 3, that is the rose quartz. So let's see what message is for you. So this is for pile number 3, the rose quartz. Let's see what message came in for you. And if you also chose more than one pile, you could have chose pile number 2. So if you're coming in from pile number 2 where you chose the amethyst, I feel like this is a continuation for you. So let me know if you did choose pile 2 and pile 3. I'm quite curious because I feel like this is a continuation from pile number 2. Which is the amethyst. All right, so let's see what's going on for you. Pile number 3 that chose the rose quartz. First card that came in for you is the crystal skull wisdom, clarity, divine healing, high vibrational energy. I absolutely love this, and what a beautiful card and a beautiful way to start off. So it lets me know that you're someone that's definitely high vibrational, someone that's doing the inner work. You are someone that doesn't necessarily get caught up in the that you can't do it or something can't be done. You're definitely a solution-oriented person, someone that takes action, finds another way, and you don't just settle for what someone says. You tend to see things differently. You might feel that you may be the different one in your group of circle or within your friends or in your home. I definitely feel like that you're someone that's different and you came here with a purpose. Second card is let it come forth. Give yourself permission to feel it. So it could be also that sometimes we can feel like you know, if this is too good to be true, just waiting for the other shoe to drop, especially if there has been a lot of adversity that has happened and the wheels are now changing for you. If you've been in that down cycle and you're now coming up, you may not necessarily trust it. You might see it more happening for other people than you do for yourself. So this is just to let you know that things are looking up. Okay, so the third card that came up for you is answer prayers. So this is why I feel like that you could be coming from deck number 2 if you chose that, just to let you know that everything is okay. Like all the hard work that you've been doing, wondering when it's going to pay off, because remember we had that destiny card within there. We had all the hard work that you're doing, all the possibilities. It could be that you're putting in a lot of work and you're just not physically seeing the results. So we also had that listening card in pile number 2. So just to let you know that Spirit is listening, has heard it, and is answering your prayers. I thought that the answer prayers would have came up in deck 2, but it makes sense as to why it's coming up in deck 3. So whether you're choosing this as your only deck or you're coming from pile number 2, just to let you know that all of the hard work and all the things that you've been doing behind the scenes are starting to pay off. Now, the healing card came up next. So this is the slow down, take care of yourself, because what you're doing requires a lot of energy. So it means that taking care of your physical body so that you can enjoy the fruits of your labor, okay? Now, the next card that came up is the self-acceptance card. So sometimes we will see things happening for other people, or we will wish them well, or we will say, not me, it's for someone else, but it couldn't possibly be for me. So in order to achieve what it is that you want to achieve, it also requires for you to accept yourself and love yourself. And it's okay for you to enjoy. It's okay for you to have nice things. And the reason why this is so important, because the next card that came up for you is the abundance card, okay? So it lets you know that in your energetic field, what you've been asking for, all of that hard inner work that you've been doing, the prayers that you've been putting out there, it's absolutely on its way to you. You have to feel worthy and deserving of it, because if you don't, this is something that you can sabotage and send away. And so that's why the self-acceptance card came up before the abundance card. So whatever we think and believe is what we're going to attract, okay? So let's see, some additional information for you is pull yourself close. Every part of your being is deserving of love. So how important is that? I feel like this has landed out absolutely perfectly. Every part of you is deserving of love. It goes along with that self-acceptance. If you're not loving yourself, you're not going to allow yourself to have opportunities. You're going to say no to them instead of saying yes. And even if you do receive the abundance that's coming in, you're going to either give it away, you're going to sabotage it, or you're going to push it away. If this is something that you want to have as a legacy for a family, you want to have for yourself, it's going to require that you do the healing, that you get enough rest, and slow down and not try to do it all for yourself, that you accept yourself as you are, knowing that you are enough and that you are deserving of love, and that you require the best for yourself, because the way that you treat yourself is the way that other people will treat you. And then we also have the mirror, which is the reflection. So when we think about whatever is happening with us inside, is also reflecting on the outside. So if there's something in your life that you're not enjoying, look on the inside. How are you treating yourself? How are you talking to yourself? Because that's what's going to reflect on the outside. And this is going to give you the opportunity to make those adjustments so that when it's time for the abundance to come in, you can absolutely enjoy it. So let's see what these two messages are for you as we begin to close out the reading. When you find something that excites you, go all in and enjoy the ride. So I absolutely love this for you. Like, how fun and how fitting. When you go all in and enjoy the ride, it's you're giving yourself permission. This is your yes to go all in. This is your yes to enjoy yourself. This is yes to your self-acceptance, your love, your abundance. And this is your yes to getting those prayers answered. And then the last card is stop caring about what they think. This is your life to love and live. So there we have it. This is all about you, and it's not selfish to put yourself first, because if you don't take care of yourself, you're not going to receive that type of abundance that you've been asking for. So it's important that you do what's best for you. You know the prayer that you put out to all it is, the spirit world, God. You know what you're asking for. And then we also know that it's on its way through that self-acceptance. And we also know that it's on its way through abundance. So we don't care about what other people say as far as if I were you, this is what I would do, or this is me, this is how I would handle it. That's noise, and we don't want to hear that, because whatever they're saying, they don't have the same seeds in their heart that you have in order to deliver what it is that you want to experience. So share with me in the comments below if this reading resonated with you. Would love to hear your thoughts. Be sure to subscribe to the channel so you know when the next video is up. Take care, and I'll see you on the next video.